So Dandadan Season 2, Episode 3 is here. And goddamn! I've been looking forward to this. We got some hilarious moments, some badass fights, and even more bullshit for our favorite idiots to deal with. This is the best episode so far, and I can't wait to talk about it. But first, welcome friends. I'm Merlin with a Y, a certain famous wizard's less talented but more attractive cousin. And I'm here to talk about the glorious ass-kicking that we are about to witness. Okarun and the Evil Eye are going toe-to-toe, and it is beautiful. Science Saru really topped themselves here, because they took a fight that was already hype in the manga, and said let's crank it up a notch. The anime always excelled at elevating and expanding upon the source material, and you can clearly see it in this fight. Not just stuff like the Evil Eye playing soccer with the trauma ball like I mentioned last time, but the way Okarun jumps and weaves through the underground maze of old buildings, the way the trauma ball screams and hisses when hit, and how it bounces around after Okarun, and finally Okarun scrambling and dodging, really making it clear that this is a fight of speed versus strength. They took the opportunity to really do more, elevating each scene and not just going from panel to panel, but jamming the in-betweens with as much incredible animation and added depth as they could. Throughout the fight, Okarun feels like he's on the back foot, that he's one mistake away from losing, and when he finally slips up, it is brutal. When the Evil Eye decides to stop holding back, Okarun was immediately trapped, losing his one advantage, and the ass whooping that followed was a new level of brutal. This kind of ass whooping can only come from hatred and pettiness. Like a boxer trapped in the corner, all he could do was take it. At least until Evil Eye got too cocky and said something he shouldn't have. Threatening Momo is the best way to give Okarun that shonen power boost. You know, power of friendship, or I guess power of unresolved sexual tension. Wouldn't be a shonen without it. But Okarun pays him back for every hit with interest, using the power of never skipping leg day to give the Evil Eye a beatdown that looks like a super move you'd expect from Chun-Li to pull off. And honestly, I'd pay to see that, especially from this angle. But anyway, 100 hits, 5 sets of 20, each with his whole body and soul behind it, using every muscle he can. Not bad for a guy who canonically doesn't know how to throw a punch. He takes down the Evil Eye, and he looks good doing it. Science Saru saw how good Jiji looked, and needed to remind the audience why Okarun is the main love interest. His transformations look even better than Season 1. Even just the way he transforms looks incredible. I love it when they do it slower and let you see the teeth forming around him. But if we're talking his best look, I especially love that half-broken, transformed look, where half the granny teeth are knocked out and you can see Okarun's face and the other half of the grin. Honestly, I like that more than the original transformation. He looks beaten, but badass. And I think we all love the way Okarun acts when he's in Turbo Granny mode. From the voice to his nonchalant coolness, he's the perfect mix of depressed, funny, and cool. But that's enough about Okarun, because we got to talk about Momo and her coming in clutch yet again! After Okarun launched Momo out of the hole, her attempt to get him out as well was painfully futile. And this made me genuinely burst out laughing. I mean, I knew it wouldn't work, but goddamn! But after that failed venture, Momo proved she's without a doubt the GOAT! Once again, she shows that power levels really don't mean shit in this universe. Cause she takes down the giant worm, not through overpowering it or cutting its head off. Nah. She lights the house on fire, drowns the surrounding area using the fire department, and when the worm comes up for air, she throws a fire truck at it. That was only because it's weak to sunlight, but still. While stuff like raw power is important, in Dandadan, it's more about using what you have with 120% effectiveness and being clever and crazy enough to do whatever you need to do to win. And it's a good thing she did that, because things are going to get a lot more difficult. Remember how the Keto family kept saying that they were protecting the village by feeding the giant worm? They weren't lying. Oh, and they're also alive. I know that sucks, but moving on. With the worm dead, there's nothing to stop the volcano from erupting, and now we've got a whole new problem. And trust me, there's way more crazy to see. They really know how to make a situation get worse and worse, and I love it. But that's for next week. I can't wait for the next episode, and I'm sure it's the same for you. But let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. I'm covering each episode of Dandadan Season 2 as it comes out, and I hope you'll join me for the ride, or at least check out some of my other videos. You might find something you'll like. I'm Merlin with a Y, and thank you for listening to this old man ramble.